This is video 20 of 101. This video is about food. The next 22 videos are going to be about all the different food groups that are out there, and not just the standard ones that we've heard from our dietary guidelines, but just kind of all of the different varieties of food. Obviously fruits and vegetables, but also meat, dairy, seafood, and eggs, nuts and legumes, desserts, indulgences that are actually good for you, vegan junk food, and even down to water, tea, and alcohol. There are 7 billion diets in this world, and each one is made for a specific person based on that person's body type. We live in this culture of feeding off of what other people are doing, which can be great, but for your diet, it's so personal to you. It can't really be a replica of anybody else's diet. You really have to listen to what your body wants. Food makes you feel certain ways after you eat it. Sometimes you feel sluggish, you have stomach aches, headaches, you feel pain in your body, you feel like sluggish and slow. You can feel that, but sometimes if you're eating the right food, you don't feel anything at all because your body's just working the way it should be, and it's a really great feeling. Instead of me telling you, oh, you should be eating this, I'm just going to tell you about pretty much all the food groups that are out there. Pretty standard to a North American grocery store. The next video is going to be about going to a grocery store, and it's going to cover these basic 20 some topics. I think it's really important to not just say, oh, this one way is good, because literally there are 7 billion different ways. So what we just need to do is know our options and then determine what's going to be best for us. Just learn all the facts. And so I'm going to make this as unbiased as possible. I'm going to tell you about meat and vegetables and dairy and legumes and nuts and everything, and their actual nutritional contents, not anything fake, you know, just it is as it is. Meat does have some nutrients, but there's also a negative side to meat, and I think we already know what that is. On that note of following things that other people have done, hoping it'll work for you, you know, typically we call that a diet, and we're really loving going on diets, or, you know, we hate going on diets to restrict our calories and lose weight. And when I say the word diet, I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to the foods that you habitually eat. That is your diet. But don't think of it as a restrictive thing, because this is your lifestyle. This is where you are fueling yourself to feel your best, but also it's possible to indulge still when you're living a lifestyle. So as long as we're focusing on our best, we can indulge every once in a while when it's necessary, you know, but you know, when you really think about your body and how it works and how every single thing you put into your body is then turned into something, whether it's turned into fuel to make you feel great, whether it's helping your body heal and repair, whether it's slowing it down, whether it's storing toxins in your body, you know, it just depends on what you're putting into it. And so we need to make sure that if we want to just feel light and energized and clear-headed and awake, that we eat the foods that our bodies want. And so we have a natural body. We didn't make our bodies, you know, I mean, yeah, I guess people make people, but that process is completely natural. Our bodies are still running completely on their own. Our heart is beating in our chest. We're not doing anything about that. It's just happening because our bodies are working. I could just sit here and be like, nope, and my body's just gonna keep going. I'm breathing. I can't even, like, I can stop breathing, but I'm just gonna keep breathing. This is a body that's working for me, that's going to allow me to move around, and I have a head that I can think and create things, and hands that I can make things, and legs where I can go places, and a mouth so I can speak, and ears so I can hear, and eyes so I can see, and a nose so I can smell. That is pretty incredible. That we have these vehicles meant to experience things, and all we have to do is just feed them what they want. Feed them other natural things. You know, we're a natural thing that does natural things, so let's put in natural things that it knows how to work. That just makes sense, right? And natural food doesn't have to be so scary. Walking into the produce section of your grocery store, it doesn't have to be that scary. Because honestly, I know whatever you've seen out there, it doesn't even matter anything you've ever seen. Just picture in your head what you want, and that's what you're gonna get, because that is your diet. Your diet is the foods that you enjoy, and you're going to need to explore, and these videos are going to help you explore all of the options that are out there, and you just gotta pick the ones that you actually like. And trust me, it's not just leafy vegetables. There are some incredible combinations. And just for reference, I'm going to share with you my favorite combinations of food. I love avocado and tomato together, whether it's guacamole and salsa or some kind of burrito or bowl mix, any kind of really Mexican food, any kind of like tacos, salsas, guacamoles, you know, spices with beans and rice too is delicious. Love anything like that. I love any kind of curries. You know, I love like ethnic foods. I love Mexican food and I love Indian food. I'm half Indian, so I love all of their curries and samosas and vegetables, and I know some of them are deep fried and definitely some of them are not vegan. So watch out for that. So delicious. And also like sushi and like that cucumber and avocado sushi. There's so many really delicious veggie sushis out there, guys. Trust me. Like cucumber and avocado with like sweet potato. Oh my god, delicious. And I love, so those are kind of like my favorite foods. I also love like nut and berry combinations, so that could be like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or I love making berry ice cream, like berry nice cream, banana ice cream, and then adding nut butter, and oh my god, that's so good. Or even like kind of trail mix, or even in a cookie form as well. Even adding chocolate into the cookie form like that, making like really nice muffins. I love bread. I'm not ashamed to love bread. Very few people have actual gluten intolerances, and we're gonna talk about that in the grain section, in the grains video. But I love bread. And I love grains. I thrive on grains. I love rice. I love also just like super basic ones. I love cucumber. I will literally just like, I usually just have one lying around, but literally just like a cucumber. And it's just one of those big long ones, and I just eat it like a stick, basically. I love orange juice. I drink lots of orange juice, and I eat lots and lots of fruit, just like hand fruit that's easy to grab. And those are my favorite flavors. Those are my favorite like go-to basic foods that I just enjoy eating. They're an enjoyable pastime for me, and they're also very healthy as well. So I'm gonna let you know about what all the options are out there, and then you get to pick what your favorite ones are. At the end of the day, what I think is really incredible about food is that this is our diet. What we choose to habitually eat every single day that's going to fuel our bodies to feel our best. And that doesn't have to be about following recipes. It doesn't have to be about cooking something elaborate every single day. It can literally be about going to the grocery store and knowing those exact foods that are going to be combined to create these flavors that we enjoy. And I think there's something so incredible about that we really don't understand, because we're literally taking these ordinary ingredients and combining them into extraordinary combinations that taste amazing. And even before that, just think about these ordinary ingredients even. If you think about what those actually are, they are this complex, diverse fruit, they're unique to themselves, usually, that has grown from a seed. This thing was like nothing. You'd get a pack of 100 of them for like $1. Put that in the right environment and grow that into a plant that's going to sustain itself. Like that is life. That is this miracle that we have. It's the earth is feeding us. So the earth is creating these plants, and then these plants are feeding us, and we are creating and growing. And that's how it really started. It's all coming from the earth. And if you think back to it, like, we're all connected to it. We're all connected to one another. We all are eating the same plants in the ground that are helping us, and we're connecting in the world to each other. At the end of the day, I just want you to realize that your food, what you're eating, is pretty incredible, and it can make you actually feel amazing. And so just discovering these really incredible combinations and learning how to make them, and knowing that it's not that scary, and it can actually be really fun.